Hello, my dear students. Welcome to my computer science class. So, students, we have completed with the explanation of the chapter Tables in Microsoft Access. So, let us move to the exercises. So, first of all, let us see the first question. Tick the correct answer. So, first statement is the specific piece of information in a table is known as field, value or record, and the answer is a value. Now next is a row in a table is called as record, field, value, and the answer is record. So you can remember that a row starts from R and records also starts from R. So a row in a table is called as a record. Now the character limit in memo data type is 255 characters, 65,535 characters, 63,999 characters. So 255 characters are the limit for the text type of data, the short text. Now for memo it is 63,999. Next is data type that is used for detailed and descriptive fields is currency, memo or auto number. So currency is used for writing money related or financial data. Memo is for the detailed and descriptive field, and auto numbering is numbering sequentially. So the answer will be memo. Now the key that you press to move from upper pane to lower pane is the F6 key. This is the shortcut key for moving from upper pane to the lower pane. Now let us move to the fill in the blanks type. A dash is a collection of organized data. What is a collection of organized data? A database. Now the next is a row in a table is called, we have just now seen what it is called, a record. R for row, R for record. Now a database consists of number of tables which are organized into rows and columns. Now the next one. Columns can be used to hold dash in a table. What does the columns hold? They hold the fields. Now next, dash extension is used by default in Access 2010 file, and it is .ACCDB. In earlier versions it is .mdb. In Access 2010 it is .ACCDB. You have to put a dot. It is required, so do not forget to put a dot before ACCDB. Now there must be a dash name for each field in the table. There must be a unique name for each field in the table. Now dash. Next is a dash is a key that differentiates the record in a file, and it is the primary key. Now the next one. The dash tab contains most of the properties you work with. So in the lower pane there are two tabs, the general tab and the lookup tab, and most of the properties are in the general tab. So this was about the fill in the blanks. Let us move to the question answers part. So first question answer is define DBMS. What is the need for DBMS? So here it is. A database is a collection of data organized in a manner that allows access, retrieval and use of that data. Then the database management system The full form of DBMS. What is the full form of DBMS? Database Management System allows you to create a computerized database, add, change and delete data, sort and retrieve data from the database, and create forms and reports using the data in the database. So this is the need for the DBMS. Now, next question. What is MS Access? For that, we have to move to the first page of the chapter. So Microsoft Access is a powerful database software that allows you to create, manage and process data in the form of a table. Now the answer of question number 1, that question number 3a part is here. This one, I've written it there. You can copy it from here also. Database collection till allows you to create computerized data, sort and retrieve data from database, and create forms and reports using the data in the database. Now the next question is define record, field and value. So we know that a row in a table is called as a record, and it contains information about a given person, a product or an event. Then second is field. We have to define field. A column in a table is called as a field, and it contains a specific piece of information within a record. And third define is value. What is a value? Each specific piece of information in a table is known as value. So these were the following. Now next is define primary key and why do we need a primary key. So we have to define primary key. It is on page number 20. A primary key is a key that differentiates the records in a file. It differentiates the record, like the student ID or the roll number. It differentiates all the students. So it differentiates the records in a file. The data stored in a key field contains data that is unique to a specific record, like the roll number as key field because it uniquely identifies each student. So you have to write till here only that is unique to a specific record. Now next question. Name and explain the different data types in MS Access. So here it is on page number 16. So it is given, and you almost have to write all the different data types like text. This is the general purpose field and it has a limit of 255 characters and it cannot be used for numeric calculations. You can mention that. Then memo, this type has a limit of 63,999 characters and it is used for detailed and descriptive fields. Then number, this type stores numeric data that you can use in calculations. It can also hold symbols, etc. Now date and time, it stores numbers representing dates and times. Then currency, it stores currency data that you can use in calculations. Then auto numbering, it stores a sequential number for each record. Then yes no field, it holds data in the form of, it displays the value in the form of true false or yes no. Then OLE objects, it stores objects created in another application like Word or Excel, and you can link to an access table. Then hyperlink, you can link to websites, email addresses, files on your computer, files on the LAN or virtually any other location. Now lookup wizard, this type creates either a lookup list from the data that you specify or a lookup list from the values in another table. Attachment, you can attach data files from the word processing programs, spreadsheets, graphic editing programs and so on. And last is calculated, you can use it to create calculated field directly in a table. You have to write all the different data types in this answer. Now the next question. Name and explain the different field properties of a database. So the answer is on page number 21. All the field properties are given and you have to write the whole answer. So the different field properties are, first is the properties pane. When a field is selected in design view, its properties appear in the lower pane. This is the lower pane and these are the field properties. Then next is general tab. The general tab contains most of the properties you work with. Lookup tab, it is primarily used for setting up lookup list. Drop down list, some properties have drop down list from which you can select. Click the arrow to open the list. This is the drop down list. Now property information, when the insertion point is in a properties box, information about the property appears here. And yes no properties, some properties represent yes no questions which have already been filled for you with default values like here. So these are the different field properties of a database. Now there is an application based question. Soumya has made a database table in MS Access containing fields like student name, class, roll number and contact number. She has set the primary key for the field student name. Has she done the right thing by setting the primary key for this field? You have to explain that. So out of these fields you can see student name, class, roll number, contact number. Two students can have the same name. In a class, all students have the same class. Roll number, each student has a different roll number, and contact number can be same. It might be possible that there can be brothers and sisters in the class. So two brothers studying together or twin sisters studying together. So what will happen? They have the same contact number. So what could be the answer? No, she has not done the right thing by setting the primary key for the field student name, because name of two students can be same. She should choose roll number as the primary key, as it is unique to every student in a class. So this is the answer of the application based question. Now students, there are a number of lab activities. The question answers are over. The number of lab activities which you can use to test, which you can perform on your system to test whether you have understood the chapter properly or not. So you can create this database and find out whether you have understood how to create a table in the different views, how to add fields, how to add records, how to change the primary key, how to set a validation rule, how to format data type. So you can check using all these questions. So I hope students you have understood the chapter properly, you have understood the question answers properly. So thank you students.